Still no word whether police plan to take singer Chris Brown into custody after a 12-hour investigation over a 911 call made by an alleged house guest. Officers responded to a woman's call for help at Brown's Tarzana home about 3 a.m., but it wasn't until this afternoon that police finally searched his home and questioned the singer. Today's incident wasn't Brown's first brush with the law, of course. Back in 2009, he pled guilty to assault after attacking his then-girlfriend Rihanna and spent the next 5 years on probation.
And joining us to talk about the Chris Brown story is criminal defense attorney Doug Ridley. And Doug, thank you again for joining us. Let's talk about Chris Brown. You know, how does this behavior, with him barricading himself in for, say, 12 hours or so, affect this case as it goes forward?
Well, I don't know that the barricade itself makes a huge difference in the case today, but his behavior all day made this a lot more difficult case for him than it could have been. He did not handle things the way he should have today at all, unfortunately.
Not cooperating at all. What about the social media aspect? He's posted some Instagram videos, and how would that affect his case potentially?
Well, generally speaking, I like to tell my clients not to threaten or call out the cops on social media live when they're outside with a SWAT team. Generally speaking, I think that's a bad idea for someone who's facing a sort of situation like that. And the problem is that it really showed where his head was at for most of the day, and it probably made him feel better as he was posting it, but it made things significantly worse for him.
You know, we were talking about his past incident with domestic violence with Rihanna in 2009. How would you say his past history might play a factor in today's incident?
It definitely plays a factor. He's off probation technically, but the fact that he has a prior felony offense, the fact that he has prior domestic violence offenses, puts him in a category of people who are not supposed to have guns at all, even to protect themselves in their own home. So if they can establish that he actually had a gun in his hand, in his possession today, he's looking at some very serious charges.
It must be really challenging to represent celebrities, you know, and the whole thing that goes with social media and keeping them in check and not wanting to, you know, voice their opinions all the time. What would be your next move if you were representing Chris Brown? Or what would you tell him?
Well, the first thing I would ask him to do would be to stop posting on social media at all, because that's not been helping his case in any way, shape, or form. The best way to get in and out of this now is to cooperate, fly under the radar, show that maybe he didn't do as much as he's accused of doing, and hopefully get into the other side without any more drama.
My goodness.
I know.
Mean, I don't know where you go from here. What do you think is going to be next for him?
It depends a lot on this witness that came forward, the victim who made the phone call at 3 a.m. She's also making some interesting choices, deciding to make video statements and things like that beyond just talking to the police. So if she can establish that he put a gun in her face,
oh boy,
it'll be really interesting. The other factor is that he's got all of his friends there with him, and we don't know what they have to say, but police are talking with them right now as we speak.
It's a whole posse at the house. There's a lot of people, and then all the officers had gas masks for a while, or face masks. I'm not sure what that was about.
And when you talk crazy on Instagram, they have to be prepared for crazy.
Okay,
so
that makes sense. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. All right, thank you very much, criminal defense attorney Doug Ridley. Thanks for coming back again. It's nice to have you.
Always enjoy.
Great, thanks for having me.
All right, thank you.